I am so sexy that bitch wanna swap.
Let me start this video off by saying this was very unplanned. I had to go back. I put on my stuff on my face, my skin. I had to go back and, you know, do an audit of my videos that I've posted to my YouTube channel in regards to my hair. And I realized when I originally started my wigs, it was because I didn't want to have traditional locks. I had traditional locks from what, 12 to 18 or something like that for 6 years. In one of those videos back there, I even show pictures of my hair. Not like right when I cut them off, because they were a little bit longer by then, but I show pictures of how my hair was looking back then. Like, I had locks for my whole teenage phase, my teen years, I had locks. So when I started back watching, I noticed that I was originally trying to do semi-freeform. And the only reason why I was retying was because I felt like I was supposed to. Like, I have wigs, so I need to retie. And I also realized by just like doing my own like self-reflection that I was retying because I felt like I had to too, especially at the length I was, and not really knowing if I was gonna keep it. So I'm like, well, I kind of want to keep them up, like be maintaining them if I am gonna have them right now, because I don't feel 100% comfortable with this, because I always wanted my locks to be thicker, but I never had wigs before. So it was a big transition for me. So I was just like, you know, naturally, okay, I'm gonna retie my hair every 3 months, even though it always ended up being like 2.5 months or whatever, because it was just like other shit that I had going on too. I'm like, you know what? First of all, I washed my hair. Y'all seen I washed my hair in January. Washed my hair on camera for y'all. I was supposed to do it this month because today is February 1st. So I was like, I'm gonna do it February 1st. Not February 1st, but I was gonna do it February 17th because I did my hair November 17th. So I wanted to wait 3 months. So as I'm going backwards into the in the queue of, like, you know, my videos and stuff, I'm like, I said I want to do semi-freeform and I'm retying. Where are we actually going with this? Okay, and then I'm just like, at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, I do, like, I want my wigs to continue to thicken up over time. And so I was also confused, like, okay, well, I know how I want my wigs to look. I know that I like the hair, the amount of hair that's coming out the wigs, out the parts. But at the same time, I didn't want my wigs to be too thick because I still wanted to be able to do little stuff with them, like, in the future. But thinking about it, I'm like, okay, every time I do my hair, it's not that it thins out, it's just that I'm using a tool to retie my hair instead of letting it do what it's gonna naturally do. And so I started doing a little bit more research on like freeform hair and like what they do, because I'm like, my hair in the back, like back here at the bottom and stuff, my texture is looser back there. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, is it even actually gonna lock up? So after doing a little bit of research, apparently the freeformers, they just wash their hair like every 2 weeks and let their hair naturally like do what it do, but they just don't. I'm gonna, of course, separate because I already have, you know, very defined parts and sections or whatever. So I'm gonna separate my hair. I'm not gonna just let it all mat together at the root whenever I wash, just to maintain my parts. But at this point, like, I just have to stop retying my hair. And I already can see that once I stop retying my hair, my wigs are gonna look like they're gonna like be thick and then they're gonna thin out towards the bottom. I don't necessarily know how much that's gonna be, how much it's gonna like look like it's thinning down, but I don't think that I have too much of a problem with it. Like, I don't have super thick hair. I know that I have wigs and it may seem like I have like really thick hair, but I really don't. It's just how much I use the tool when I initially started the wigs and like whenever I do reties. So counting the last time that I did my hair, I probably only retied my hair like 4, maybe 5 times since I like started my wigs initially. So it's not like, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a difference for when I just stop, like as time goes on and I stop retying completely. So yeah, this is my departation video. What? Yeah, departation, that's right, come on now. This is my departation video from retying. So the last time I retied, I didn't know, but that was the last time that I was gonna retie. So yes, we're sticking to the script, we're sticking to the plan. It was always supposed to be semi freeform, and I already have my parts, I already started it. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into the freeform phase, and I'm just gonna start retying from now on. I had this out, like always had a little bit more of this out because of my tattoo. And I had a little bit of this part out, but I took more out from my hair, and I'll be like curling it and be looking cute. So yeah, I am going to no longer be retying. I'm gonna be washing every 2 weeks from now on, and I'm just gonna like comb out my wigs, like, you know, with the comb, how I showed y'all when I was like combing out the product. I'm not gonna be using no product, no nothing. I'm just gonna let my hair do what it naturally wants to do. Right now, these right here are starting to like fall down, and they're doing a dance move right now. They're not straight down yet. They're doing a little dance move. So we gonna let them do what they do, and y'all can just follow me on the process. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and get right on into the freeform phase of my semi-freeform locks, because that's what this was supposed to be from the jump. So yeah, I'm excited to see how everything pans out and how cutie I'm gonna look. Yeah, stay tuned for the process. Bye.
Her nipples tingle whenever I drop.